Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody guys, let's take a look at the gold market as usual in the second video. So it was really difficult analysis of the gold market in the weekend because we did not have absolutely clear patterns or something that could definitely show us the direction, no some kind of thrusting action or something of that sort. We have a bit indirect signs that shows some support exists around 1265 area as our major intraday targets have been completed. The market has turned some upward direction, powered by recent mixed non-farm payrolls release. So data was good, but inflation numbers were worse than expected, and that encouraging the gold traders and on the buying. And you can see on Friday, market shows upward direction. As we have agreed in our weekly report, while market keeps 1266 level valid and stands above it, it will keep bullish context and could continue upward action. Here we also have some patterns. So here is two side-by-side bullish grabbers that suggest the taking out of this top. Kind of the tweezers bottoms here. It also shows that indeed some support exists right in this area. So would not exclude the chance that market could show it here as deeper retracement up. And currently we're not talking on the possible downward continuation, although we have uncompleted major targets around 1255, 1260 area. The only thing that we have to keep an eye on the daily chart is how long market will stand without any action. As long as market will stand in the flat action here without any attempt of upward action, without any signs of thrust, the more it starts to look like the bearish dynamic pressure. Because take a look, market has turned trend bullish, but currently you can see that price action mostly stands flat. It's not a lot of time has passed since the trend shift, but if it will last for a while a bit more, so take a look. For example, if market starts flooring here, the keeping the MACD indicator on the bull side, it will start to show the signs of the bearish dynamic pressure, and that will lead us to opposite conclusion, that market probably is preparing to the downward breakout. This is important. So the crucial for the gold market is to show some real bullish action within the few sessions. Yesterday, as you can see, it was anemic action that mostly indicates indecision. It's kind of the high wave pattern here. So the market right now stands inside of it. So no really big progress we have on the daily. Although potentially we have talked about, you can see even the double bottom here on the intraday charts it could be, but for the double bottom, market needs to reach at least the neckline and show us really thrusting action here, especially in the final part of the pattern. So on the 4-hour time frame chart, you could see this pattern that we have talked about. This is potential double bottom, as we said. Now take a look what is going on. Market stands above the weekly pivot point. So recently it has been tested, the market stands above it. Right on the upside, it's around 1290 area. It will be a really big challenge for the market. Potentially this is the neckline, as I said, natural support resistance line, but also this will be fib level, monthly pivot point, and weekly pivot resistance one. So the worst scenario that market could form here, because upward action here was really nice on Friday, is shape of the butterfly. From that standpoint, we need to keep an eye on an MACD predictor, because market here could form the bullish grabber. And if grabber will be formed and the butterfly pattern still will be valid, that will be a good opportunity to take the long position maybe based on this butterfly. And when the butterfly will be completed, there will be a chance to move the stop start to break even and see what will happen next. That's actually the first scenario that market could follow. Second scenario that could be formed stands on to the downside. and it could be kind of the ABCD action, so number 2 as I'm marking it. In this case, market will show the deeper retracement and form kind of the gorgeous triple to buy pattern somewhere around 1275 area. That's also could be. But this scenario is not really good for potential double bottom pattern, because when double bottom shows this kind of action up from the second bottom, the deep retracement before market hits the neckline looks irrational for this pattern. It will be not very good sign. But anyway, this will be the second chance where possibilities to go long will appear. That's 2 moments that we should keep an eye on. It's a really big question how to trade these setups. But first, I also would like to show you one thing. Let's take a look here. Market actually is forming minor reversal candle. So it seems that's just simple candle, and it's the same like here. It was also the minor simple candle, but take a look. Market creates the new top, close below the lows of the previous candle. The same story could be here. Market creates the new top and close below the previous candle. It means that downward action here probably will follow. How to combine this stuff? So if you would like to use the butterfly, in this case, you probably need to drop your time frame even more and take into consideration only this upward swing and watching for a kind of the ABCD pattern that should get the OP somewhere very close to these lows. That will be potential point where you could try to take the long position, and in parallel you need to control the appearing of the grabber. Appearing of the grabber will be much better. It will be a supportive factor for this setup. For trading the triple twos, nothing to do yet, so just keep an eye on this ABCD. When it will be finished, that will be the point where we could think about taking the long position. Also, you could combine both of the patterns. So, for example, taking the position here on the butterfly, you could place stop not just below the butterfly, but below somewhere at 1272 area. It's not really very close, but you could use minor trading volume here. If market turned to the triple to buy, in this case, the majority of the position you could take around the 1275 with the same stop. And on average, your position will be somewhere maybe 1276, 1276.50. So that's just the ways how these setups could be used. If you have the bearish view and think that no upward action will happen, well, in this case you need to sit on the hands by far and watch for a clear bearish sign. One of them, as I said, could appear on the daily or very soon, maybe by the end of the week or even approximately this time. If market will start to show flat action without no upward continuation, that will be a clear sign that no upward action will follow. And this will be signs of the bearish dynamic pressure. And in this case, we'll start to watch for chance to go short. That is what we will keep an eye on in the gold market in the nearest future.